Hello everyone. Welcome to our magical forest story. Today, we will visit a forest city where all the animals live happily together, just like humans. Every animal has a special role, fun activities, and exciting adventures. Sit comfortably and enjoy this long, colorful story full of friendship, teamwork, and happiness. The magical forest city. Once upon a time, in a peaceful forest, there was a city where animals lived together, just like humans, in a busy town. The sun rose slowly, lighting up the tall trees, the sparkling river, and the colorful flowers. Birds chirped cheerfully, welcoming the morning, and the animals began their day. Leo the lion, the kind and wise mayor, stretched his paws and yawned. He loved visiting everyone each morning. Today, he walked to the forest square. "Good morning, Ellie," he said to Ellie the elephant, who was watering her vegetables. Ellie waved her trunk happily. "Good morning, Leo. The carrots and tomatoes are ready for the market today." She had been working all night to make sure the forest city had fresh food. "Thank you for helping us, Ellie," Leo said, smiling. High in the trees, Milo the monkey was swinging from branch to branch, carrying letters and messages. He delivered invitations for the evening festival and reminders for the school lessons. "Hello, Tommy the tiger. Here is your invitation to the talent show," Milo shouted joyfully. The rabbits were hopping around, fixing little tunnels and playgrounds. "Let's finish this slide before the baby rabbits arrive," said Ruby, the youngest rabbit. All the rabbits laughed as they worked together. Teamwork made every task faster and more fun. In her treehouse school, Olivia the owl prepared her classroom for the little animals. Today, the students would learn how to paint with forest colors. "Remember, the forest is full of colors," Olivia said, "and every painting can tell a story." The baby birds and squirrels giggled as they dipped their brushes into red berries and blue flowers. Down by the river, Sammy the squirrel prepared breakfast. He gathered fresh fruits, nuts, and honey. He shared it with the beavers, rabbits, and even the turtles. "Eating together makes the day start better," Sammy said happily. 2. The beavers were working on a new dam. Carefully, they placed logs and checked the water flow. "We need to make it strong for the rainy season," said Benny Beaver, who loved building things. The other beavers nodded in agreement, working as a perfect team. Even the turtles had busy tasks. They were the forest judges. Today, a small argument happened between two birds about sharing seeds. "Let's think together and find a solution," said Timmy the turtle. Slowly they agreed, and everyone was happy again. Suddenly, Fiona the fox arrived with her basket of games. She had planned races, hide and seek, and a forest talent show for the afternoon. The baby deer, squirrels, and birds all gathered excitedly. "I can't wait," said Daisy the deer. As the day passed, Tommy the tiger patrolled the forest city. Not to scare anyone, but to make sure everyone was safe and happy. Suddenly, he saw a little bird stuck on a high branch. Carefully, he helped it down. "Thank you, Tommy," chirped the bird happily. Meanwhile, Lila the leopard helped decorate the trees with leaves and flowers for the evening festival. She carefully hung garlands and lanterns, making the forest sparkle. "It's going to be magical tonight," Lila said with a big smile. By noon, all the animals gathered in the forest square. Milo the monkey announced the start of the games. The baby rabbits raced through tunnels, the squirrels jumped from tree to tree, and the birds sang cheerful songs. Ellie the elephant even joined in with a vegetable balance game, making everyone laugh. Benny the bear was busy in the corner, baking honey cakes and berry pies. The sweet smell filled the air, making everyone hungry and excited. "Here's a cake for you, little owl," Benny said, handing Olivia a tiny pie. Olivia hooted happily. Suddenly, a group of young deer wandered away from their meadow and got a little lost. Tommy the tiger noticed them immediately. "Don't worry, I'll guide you back," he said, leading them safely through the forest. Everyone cheered for Tommy's courage. Later in the afternoon, Olivia's students performed a small play about friendship and helping each other. Everyone watched with excitement. The birds, rabbits, and squirrels clapped loudly, making the performers very proud. As the sun began to set, the animals prepared for the grand festival. Fireflies lit up the paths like tiny stars. Lila the leopard and Fiona the fox organized music, dance, and a parade through the forest square. All the animals joined, moving and laughing together. Even at night, the forest city was lively but peaceful. Leo the lion walked through the quiet streets, seeing everyone happy. "What a perfect day," he said. "Tomorrow will be another adventure for our amazing forest friends." Every animal went to sleep in their cozy homes. The rabbits snuggled in their tunnels, the birds in the treetops, and even the beavers rested near the dam they built. Dreams of new games, lessons, and shared adventures filled their sleep. The next morning in the forest city, as the first rays of sunlight peeked through the trees, the forest city awoke once again. Birds chirped cheerfully from the treetops, and the gentle rustle of leaves announced a brand new day full of adventures. Leo the lion stretched his paws and yawned. "Good morning, everyone," he called from the city square. His voice echoed across the forest, waking the animals with a smile. Today, Leo planned to visit every corner of the forest to see what exciting things were happening. Ellie the elephant had already begun her morning routine. She carried baskets of fresh vegetables to the market and greeted every animal she met. "Good morning, Leo. Today the tomatoes are perfectly ripe," she said proudly. Some baby rabbits hopped happily nearby, helping Ellie carry tiny baskets. High above, Milo the monkey swung energetically from branch to branch. Today, he had a very important job, delivering invitations to a special forest storytelling event happening in the evening. "Here's an invitation for you, Benny the bear." "And another for Olivia the owl," he shouted as he zipped through the trees. Milo loved delivering messages because he met all the animals and heard little secrets about their day-to-day life. The rabbits were awake early too. Ruby and her friends were preparing a small surprise party for the baby squirrels. They decorated tunnels with flowers and colorful leaves. "Don't tell them yet," Ruby whispered with excitement. Everyone laughed quietly, sneaking the decorations into the tunnels. Meanwhile, Olivia the owl was teaching a special morning class about forest safety. "Always look both ways before crossing the stream," she said to the baby birds and young squirrels. "And remember, teamwork helps us solve problems quickly." The students practiced helping each other cross the little streams safely, laughing and learning together. Down by the river, Sammy the squirrel was busy collecting fresh nuts and berries for breakfast. But today, he noticed something unusual. Some acorns had rolled into the water. "Oh no, we can't let them float away," Sammy shouted. Quickly, he called the beavers for help. The beavers, strong and clever, arrived in a flash. They worked together with Sammy to build a tiny barrier in the stream, preventing the acorns from being washed away. "Teamwork saves the day again," Benny Beaver exclaimed proudly. The animals celebrated by sharing the rescued acorns with the baby rabbits and birds. Meanwhile, Fiona the fox had a creative idea. "Let's organize a forest scavenger hunt today," she said. The animals were thrilled. Clues were hidden all over the forest, from the treetops to the riverbank, leading the participants to little treasures like berries, leaves, and shiny stones. Tommy the tiger helped guide the younger animals during the scavenger hunt, making sure no one got lost. He showed the baby deer a safe path through the trees and cheered them on. "You can do it," he encouraged. The young animals felt brave and confident with Tommy's support. High above, Lila the leopard had set up a rope course between two large trees. "Careful and steady," she advised the birds and squirrels as they climbed and balanced along the ropes. Everyone laughed when someone wobbled, but they clapped and cheered each other on. By the end, every participant felt proud and strong. As the day continued, Benny the bear invited everyone to help bake honey cakes for the storytelling event in the evening. The animals worked together, mixing honey, flour, and berries. "This is more fun when we bake together," Benny said, smiling as the kitchen filled with a delicious aroma. By late afternoon, the forest square was buzzing with excitement. The scavenger hunt, winners proudly displayed their treasures. The birds practiced songs for the storytelling event, and Milo delivered the last invitations. Leo looked around, happy to see everyone working, playing, and laughing together. As the sun began to set, the forest city sparkled. Fireflies lit up the paths, and the animals gathered for the main event, the Storytelling Festival. Olivia the owl narrated a story about friendship and courage, while Fiona the fox organized fun games between the tales. Even the little rabbits and squirrels had the chance to perform a short skit about teamwork. Finally, everyone enjoyed the honey cakes Benny had prepared. Delicious! Ellie the elephant said, sharing a slice with Ruby the rabbit. Tommy the tiger and Leela the leopard smiled as they watched the baby birds dance happily to the tunes of the forest songs. By nightfall, the animals returned to their cozy homes once again. The rabbits snuggled into their tunnels, the birds rested in the treetops, and even the beavers slept peacefully near the dam. Everyone dreamed about the day's fun adventures, the lessons they learned, and the new games they would play tomorrow. Deep inside, Leo the lion thought, every day in our forest city brings joy, friendship, and new adventures. Tomorrow will be even more exciting. What a wonderful day in our magical forest city. Today, we saw how every animal has a special role and how they work together to make their home peaceful and happy. From Leo the lion, the wise mayor, to Ellie the elephant taking care of the garden, Milo the monkey delivering messages, and even the tiny baby rabbits playing and learning. Every character showed us the power of friendship, teamwork, and kindness. We watched the animals face small challenges, like rescuing acorns from the river or helping baby deer find their way, and we saw how working together made every problem easier to solve. We laughed with them during the games, cheered during the scavenger hunt, and celebrated with honey cakes at the storytelling festival. Stories like this remind us that even in our own world, helping each other, sharing and caring for our friends and neighbors can make life happier and more exciting. And just like the forest city, every day is full of new adventures if we are brave, kind, and curious. Now, I have a few questions for you, our amazing viewers. Which animal in the forest city was your favorite, and why? What lesson did you learn from the way the animals helped each other? If you could spend one day in the forest city, what activity would you like to do with the animals? Can you think of a new adventure or game for the forest animals to play tomorrow? Write your answers in the comments below. I would love to read them. And don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more fun, exciting, and positive stories from the magical forest. See you next time. And remember, every day can be an adventure if we are kind, helpful, and curious, just like the animals in our forest city.